Hello, everybody. Ben Rogers here, the Raptors Digest, here to react to the Raptors' 114-110 win against the Denver Nuggets. Riker?
Yo.
It looked it was neck and neck pretty well the whole time, but the Raptors got this much-needed win.
Yeah, and that's the key to this whole thing. Much needed. Especially with the loss against the Clippers, a ninth seed team, coming against the loss against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Very close game. You know, we're trying to be a 60-win team. It doesn't really matter in the long run whether we got, however we finish, as long as we're first seed. Even that doesn't matter. But it's an issue going into the playoffs.
The first seed is the key.
Okay, first seed's the key. But the bigger issue is that we haven't been playing playoff level basketball the last couple of games.
Yep.
So we needed this win.
100%. And the offense has been pretty good as of late, but it's the defense that's really been killing the Raptors. And the real story of this game is that we just kept giving the Denver Nuggets open buckets left and right until the fourth quarter, where the Buys really clamped down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you say that the offense is good, but there have been a lot of people criticizing DeMar DeRozan, criticizing Serge Ibaka over the last couple of games for their offense, which I somewhat agree with. But that wasn't necessarily an issue this game.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I obviously DeMar and Serge haven't been scoring the ball that well, but the team has still been putting up huge numbers on the scoreboard, and that's just, it's the defense that's been killing us, and that's what the issue was at the beginning of the night. Nikola Jokic absolutely had our team's number, and Paul Millsap was murdering us at the beginning of this game.
Well, Nikola Jokic is a fantastic player. He's one of the most versatile big men in the league, so kudos to him. Paul Millsap, and you know what? The Nuggets have something to play for too. Right, they're trying to make that that eighth seed there in the West. They want to make the playoffs. It's a very tight race in the West, as it is in the East, and they have a really good young roster. So I mean, they're definitely a tough matchup.
They need
for the
that
Raptors.
playoff experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, the Nuggets are good. We'll get right into the players, everyone who played tonight. The first guy I want to talk about is Pascal Siakam.
Yeah,
he came out and he had 12 points. Shot 5 for 10 from the field, but 6 assists, and really led that comeback for the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, had a couple of crazy athletic finishes too, which we always see from him because he runs the floor. Yeah, and he jumps.
Yeah, well, we won't spoil DeGoat play of the day, but he definitely would have been. He's definitely in contention with that yam he had at the end of the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, even another play that in contention when. I think it was Jamal Murray made a pass. Fred VanVleet got the tip over to DeMar. DeMar lobs it up to Siakam, who, in typical fashion, sprint in the court and then breakaway dunk. Like, really nice, like one-handed cram as well. So he was just having a game. Yeah. But you made the comparison. You think he's like a Giannis out there, like some, I don't know. To me, he's like a good Kenneth Faried. He has a motor. Back in like
that's a very different player than Giannis.
Okay, I'm not talking about Giannis. I'm not about Siakam. I'm talking about Siakam. Siakam's like a good Kenneth Faried, but like in like Kenneth Faried's like first 3 years because he was just like this hyper athletic player. But Siakam has way more upside, more length. Yeah. Hopefully,
and his jumper's been looking nice as of late too.
I was about to say, he gets that jumper, and he's a scary player.
Yeah,
but we've been saying that.
Well, tonight he went 0 of 2 from the 3, but it's coming.
It's coming.
And playoff time. Siakam's playoff 3 is a whole new thing.
I hope we ride him. We will if we play against the Bucks. He'll need to guard Giannis, right? Because he's the guy that has the most athleticism and length. Yeah.
Well, his defense tonight, when we really made that comeback, it was that came out clutch for the Raptors. Well, anyways, the other player that really led that charge, Fred VanVleet, as always, just doing his thing with the bench unit. 15 points, 4 assists. Hitting clutch threes, letting it fly. What were your thoughts on Fred tonight?
I mean, you're better equipped to talk about him than I am.
Yeah. Well, Fred. Everyone knows.
Go ahead, man.
Everyone knows how great Fred is. We talk about him every pod. If you're new to the pod, Fred is great. I don't know what more to say about Fred.
It's good to see him be efficient because he had a slump. Not necessarily last game, but of the recent few games where he wasn't quite as efficient from shooting. He still did all the other things that you want from him. And as Jack and Leo and Maddie have said a bunch of times, they're the player that they feel the most confident in putting him out on the floor in the fourth quarter, whenever, in any situation. He's obviously, when he's lacking from the bench, it takes a big hit because his leadership on the court, his fundamental basketball, everything, he does it so well. So when you add his ability to hit shots, that's
a key.
Absolutely magic to watch on the floor. And I want to talk about a player 100%. Too. I want to swing it over to Denver. One of my favorite players in the league, Jamal Murray. He was locked down tonight. He shot very low percentage, 33%, coming off a game that he played fantastic in the loss against Philadelphia, mind you. But this is a player that I think is going to be an all-star, perennial all-star when the time comes. But
100%.
You know what? That was a key. Him and Will Barton, because Will Barton came out on fire last night against the 76ers. So shutting down, exactly. So shutting down those players. I mean, Jokic is kind of like a LeBron type player. He's the guy that's going to get a bunch of points, right? But they shut down the key players, and that's, ultimately got the small margin win, I guess.
No, the Nuggets were fighting good. Trey Lyles, another Canadian boy, had a really good game too. Went 3 for 4 from the 3-point line, 5 for 6 from the field. I think he's an underrated player in the league. But as you mentioned, the lockdown defense. Well, tonight the main story about the Raptors defense was all the blocks.
Yeah.
It seemed like Serge Ibaka had 4 blocks. Jonas had 4 blocks.
It was a block
party. Kyle Lowry had 4 blocks. Bebe came in the game for 7 minutes, 0 points. He only had 1 rebound, but 3 blocks. As you said, there was a party up in the ACC. It was a bring your own blocks.
Yep.
It was a bring your own block today.
Yeah, it was.
BYOB.
Yeah, wow. That's really impressive. That doesn't happen very often. Is it more impressive that the Raptors were blocking the shots, or is it just oh geez that the Nuggets are just taking so many shots that are gonna get blocked? Like, put your left hand up, basketball fundamentals, and get that other hand as a protector.
I just think Dikembe Mutombo came in the locker room, was just Bismack Biyombo came in the locker room.
True.
To Bismack and Dikembe was like, we need some blocks tonight.
We hear about
Raptors
Jordan's
get back on track.
We hear about Jordan's special stuff, but Dikembe Mutombo has
Bismack Biyombo's secret stuff.
Bismack Biyombo.
He left.
It's gene spliced. It's gene spliced with Bismack Biyombo and Dikembe Mutombo, and they put it into a lab.
Get some of that CRISPR genetic engineering up in here.
Exactly. So there was
I like it.
There was some questionably unethical things going on in the locker room because they came out and absolutely destroyed the Nuggets. No team should be that aggressive on defense, but you know what? Got those blocks. And you know what? Let's swing it right into, because that's fun to watch as a fan. Blocks is one of the most exciting thing, but you know what is more exciting? Dunks. Let's talk about that. Dunks, buzzer beaters. We had them all this game. Should we swing into the segments or just talk about it broadly?
Yeah, 100%. Let's just last thing to mention. Serge Ibaka needs to play better. He just needs to get more efficient from the 3-point line.
Or stop shooting threes.
And DeMar, that's true. If you're going to shoot, it'll be more efficient. If you can't be more efficient, calm down with them, please.
Yeah.
And Lowry and DeMar kind of had a better shooting night tonight. Had a lot of assists, which is great to see. He had 8 assists, 15 points. Like to see DeMar have a really breakout game in the next couple, though.
Yeah. He break the size up. He took a step in and just absolutely airballed it from 3. Did you notice that?
I don't know.
That was in the second half. Anyways, all right, let's take it. Yeah. We don't need to talk about the negatives here. Let's bring it into the segments.
Speaking of DeMar, tonight we have a couple DeGoat plays of the day.
No, we can only choose one. So let's bring it up. We
can only choose one.
Let's lay them all out and then decide.
Okay. Well, we got obviously DeLon Wright's half-court buzzer beater after the first quarter.
That was sweet.
Yeah, took the ball half court, let it fly, banked it in.
All right. Option 1.
But I think
option 2.
I think the one that's gonna get it is Big Jakob Poeltl's Blake Griffin thrunk over Paul Millsap.
Is that what you're calling it?
Yo, he made Paul Millsap look like Timofey Mozgov.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, I mean, or like Andrea Bargnani, if Blake Griffin has had that same dunk. Kendrick Perkins, he's had that dunk on quite a few people.
Yeah, that's true.
But that was, what? Yeah, I'll and we mentioned before Siakam's dunk, his nasty like falling, leaning, crazy dunk, but yeah, the yak just was something special. That's something that I hope to see on the highlights for a while.
Yo, he's got mad ups.
Do you think so?
No, he's got some sneaky dunks in his career, especially his rookie season. He came in the game and he just throws it down.
But I mean his dunk was barely a dunk though. He probably jumped up like a couple of inches and then just threw it the rest of the way in.
No, I'm telling you, Yak got sneaky hops.
All right, Yak for All-Star Dunk Contest 2019. You heard it here first.
Yeah, we'll have to make a video about it.
Well, it'll be a really cringe meme video on why Jakob should be in the dunk contest.
Yo, let us know in the comments below if you want us to make a video on Jakob Poeltl in the dunk contest.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to see it. All right, and you know what? Sometimes plays are really cool like that, and sometimes they make you say, "Oh, geez." It's time for the OG's play of the day. You got one.
Yes. Well, at the end of the game, Raptors had the game pretty well in hand. They're up by 6, but Nikola Jokic, it seemed like everything was falling tonight. He took a 3 from a couple feet beyond the line, hand in his face, and banked in a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's rare that you see a play of the day candidate get an OGs as well. But DeLon Wright also hit a half court behind a bank shot. So there's a couple bank shots. When they're 3-pointers, they always make you say OGs.
Yep.
No matter what team you're cheering for.
But you know what they say?
So
street ball rules. If you don't call it, doesn't count.
Yeah, don't call bank, doesn't count. Imagine that should be a rule. That should be a rule
in the NBA.
Somehow. Yeah.
Maybe in the big Big 3
wild.
League. Ice Cube's Big 3 League.
Y'all got little buttons or something?
Yeah, don't call it, don't count.
Press the button if you're about to bank it.
Oh gosh, wouldn't that be something? All right, we'll bring it back to the realm of reality.
No.
What's up?
No. We're staying outside the realm of reality for a second.
Sure.
Do you ever play against people that call bank on layups?
No. Why would you do that?
Dude,
is it really a layup?
Dude, I played against a couple people that do that. It's so weird.
Is it really a layup though? If you don't bank it in, wouldn't it then be a floater?
Yeah.
Or like
I don't
a
know,
finger
but
roll?
people call bank on layups.
I mean, see, to me, I would believe that 90% of the time a layup
uses the backboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's weird when people call bank on layups.
It is really weird. Because you would almost be like, you call bank because you shouldn't bank a shot in. So like, if anything, you should call not bank for layups because that's the thing that like would happen less often.
Okay, that's fair. But like that, I don't know. Let us know what you guys think about calling bank on layups.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people do it. It's kind of weird.
I think
maybe I'm just
the next time I play pickup,
basketball.
I might even start saying banks open every time I shoot, and then I'll just make a big scene every time I make the shot. They'll be like, "Oh, bank? He called bank? Oh no, he called banks open. This man's confident."
Yo, we're teaching you the ways of pickup basketball right now.
All right,
but you should get the DeMar Carroll Gold Star Award
for that dialogue right there.
Yeah.
All right, swinging it back into the realm of reality.
Now we can go back.
The DeMar Carroll Gold Star Award for worst performance of the game. Worst performance, worst antic. I don't know what you would like to say. People have been calling for DeMar, but he played well this game. Played really well this game. So who do you give it to?
I just want to give it to the Raptors defense in the first half and the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get better at it. We need to get more consistent.
Yeah.
Because we've shown in the fourth quarter that we can do it. We can play it at a high level. Like, it didn't just disappear.
Yeah.
But that's something we need to be playing at a high level when we go in the playoffs.
No, I 100% agree. And I was watching during the halftime of the Raptors game, I was watching the Heat versus Cavs game that's going on. Well, it'll be over now by the time you're watching this, but they had a good margin against the Cavs because the whole team was playing very aggressive defense that I didn't see the last time we played against the Cavaliers. And that's what it takes to beat that team or any team in the playoffs. So I hope that the Raptors slowly up their intensity, which I know that they can.
Yeah. Well, we got big games coming up against Boston, Cleveland, just to really solidify that first seed and really show what we're going to bring in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, anyways, that's it from us. Raptors got the win. It was kind of an ugly win, but we needed it. Hopefully we can get some blowout wins against the Boston Celtics. Jack Armstrong's still out here shouting out the Celtics. Don't like that, Jack. You didn't get the DeMar Carroll Gold Star tonight, but stop that.
but you better watch out because you're on the dock.
Yep.
All right, fair enough. All right. Thanks.
Anyways, check out the Instagram, check out the Twitter. You guys are the best. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thanks for listening.